When I was a kid, I'd learn English lessons at school. They teach me a bunch of rules at school, which I forgot immediately. At home, when it was time for doing exercise, I'd just read the paragraph. Since I did not memorize the rules, I'd fill in the sentence with whatever felt right while I read the sentence. Guess what? I used to get most of them correct. I think it was because I used to watch English documentaries on Discovery Channel, so I got it right. You can try it. If you'd like, I can recommend some documentaries. I think you have tried the exercise yourself. Let's see if they are right. Let's use grammar, reported speech. Report the questions given in the box and complete the story. Vola asked his friends, "Why are you so serious?" When changing direct questions into reported or indirect speech, a few key things happen. The question becomes a statement. We remove the question mark and change the word order from verb subject to subject verb. Tense changes. Present tenses generally shift to past tenses. For example, are becomes were, has becomes had. Pronouns change to match the perspective of the person reporting the speech. So here, why are you serious becomes why they were serious. You changes to they and are changes to were. They said they had heard the world would come to an end the next evening. Vola asked them, "Who has told you?" Who has told you becomes who had told you. Has told shifts to past perfect had told, and you becomes them. They said, the priest. Vola told them not to be sad. One of the boys asked Vola, "Where is your nice fat hen?" Where is your nice fat hen becomes where his nice fat hen was. The verb is shifts to was and moves to the end of the clause to make it a statement. Before he could reply, the others started saying, "Let's kill it and eat it." Vola agreed. They decided to have a picnic on the river bank. The next morning, Vola and his friends went to the river. His friends took off their clothes and jumped into the water while Vola killed the hen. When the boys came out, their clothes were not there. They asked, "Where are our clothes, Vola?" Where are our clothes, Vola becomes where their clothes were. Are becomes there and are becomes where. "Oh," he answered, "I made the fire to roast the hen with your clothes. You will not need them again. The world is going to end today." 2 plus infinitive. Combine each of the following sets of sentences into a simple sentence by using an infinitive. Example, he is very fond of sweets. He cannot give them up. He is too fond of sweets to give them up. An infinitive is the base form of a verb, preceded by to. Example, to hear, to run. We use them to combine sentences, often to show the purpose or reason for an action. We heard the good news, we were happy. We were happy to hear the good news. The infinitive explains why they were happy. I have some work, I must finish it. I have some work to finish. It explains what needs to be done with the work. She is very sick, she cannot work. She is too sick to work. We use the structure to plus adjective plus to plus verb to say that something is excessive and prevents an action. She is so sick that she cannot work. She wants to lose weight, she eats less. She eats less to lose weight. It shows the purpose of eating less. I am going to school. I want to meet your teacher. I am going to school to meet your teacher. It shows the purpose of going to the school. Next exercise is let's enrich our word store. Fill in the blanks on the next page with suitable adverbs. Choose from those given below. Slowly, coldly, cruelly, sadly, gently. Adverbs describe how an action or verb is performed. The judge lost his patience and spoke coldly to the witness who was telling lies. Here coldly means speaking without warmth or sympathy. Raj's parents were fast asleep, so he gently closed the windows to block the cold air. Here gently means softly or carefully. Due to heavy rains, the traffic moved very slowly. Here slowly describes the speed of traffic in heavy rain. The tiger killed the deer cruelly. Here cruelly describes the violent nature of a tiger killing its prey. The urchin looked sadly at Ram's ice cream when he bought one. Here sadly describes the emotion of a poor child urchin watching someone else buy ice cream. Select the more appropriate expressions from those given within brackets and read out the sentences. Rani is very shy, but yesterday she brought together or mustard. Which one is correct? The courage to ask her teacher a question. These are about standard English collocations words that naturally go together. Here the right answer is mustard. You mustered or gather up courage. You do not bring it together. Manisha was terrified. She quickly pulled up, drew the curtains and hid herself. Drew is correct here. The standard verb for pulling curtains closed is to draw them. The pool was full of stagnant water. It gave out or stank a foul smell. Which one is correct? Gave out is correct. Gave out means to emit. Stagnant water emits, gives out a smell. Stank is a verb on its own. It stank. But here we need a phrasal verb to go with a foul smell. Only a courageous person can be vocal or raise his voice against injustice. Which one is correct? Raise his voice is an idiom meaning to speak out against something or protest. Raise his voice is correct. Honest, hard-working people seldom praise or brag about their virtues. Which one is correct? Praise or brag about? Brag about is correct. Brag about means to boast or show off. Honest, hard-working people seldom brag about their virtues. Find words which have the same pronunciation as those given below but are spelled differently. Example: foul, foul, fowl, foul. Where, would, knew, seen. Homophones are words that sound exactly the same when spoken but have entirely different spellings and meanings. Way and way, weigh, both sound similar but they have a completely different meaning. Way means a path or method, whereas way means to measure how heavy something is. Where and where. Where means a location, whereas where means to have clothes on. Wuld, wood, wood. Would means past tense of will, whereas wood means material from a tree. Knew knew and new. Knew is past tense of know, whereas new is not old. Sen seen and seen. Seen is past participle of see, whereas seen is a setting or location of an event. Now use the words you have found to fill in these blanks. The farmer is overjoyed because he has bought a new tractor. Mrs. Thapa told the shopkeeper, "Please weigh these 6 apples." Many children cannot afford to wear socks in winter. The police cordoned off the scene of the disaster. This wood is of a very inferior quality. Don't use it for making furniture. Let's use the dictionary. All the idiomatic expressions given below have the word I in them. Select the suitable ones and complete the sentences that follow. Consult the dictionary when in doubt. Could you? Keep an eye on. An eye for an eye. Have eyes in the back of your head. Look me in the eye. The eyes of the law. Idioms with I. These are idioms with I. The given idioms are the idioms with I. Idioms are phrases where the meaning cannot be understood just by looking at the individual words. Could you keep an eye on my suitcase while I go to buy a newspaper? Here, keep an eye on means to watch carefully or guard something like a suitcase. Look me in the eye. Could you look me in the eye and say you did not break my window pane? Here, look me in the eye means to look direct at someone without showing guilt or lying. In the eyes of the court. In the eyes of the law, she is guilty, though few of us would think so. Here, the eyes of the law means from a strict legal perspective rather than a personal one. The death penalty works on the principle of an eye for an eye. Here, an eye for an eye means an ancient concept of justice, meaning the punishment should perfectly match the crime or retaliation. How did you know I was behind you? You must have eyes in the back of your head. Here, have eyes in the back of your head is a funny idiom used when someone notices everything going on around them, even when they aren't directly looking at it. How many were you right about it?